stuff to do. So, just got home. Getting on. Be right back. All right. Let's see where we are when this loads. Doing this only an hour a week, I always forget exactly what I was doing. I think I was grinding Railroad and Minuteman quests. Possibly got distracted by a building. It's a good sign that I'm already yawning. Okay, since I'm heavily over encumbered, I was probably walking somewhere. What's on my map? We've got secure the rendezvous point. We've got talk to the guard captain. What the heck, guard captain? Good morning. Sorry I'm late. I had to work late. Just lucky, I guess. Why don't I see, what time is it? It's 2:46 a.m. Why don't I proceed to the rendezvous point? Very slowly help Hightower. Cat videos, huh? Whatever makes you happy. Don't pay me no mind, Mr. Psycho. Have you ever watched Simon's Cat, I think it's called? It's an animated well, cat videos. Like the quandaries of a cat owner. If not, I am of the opinion you should check them out. I'm not a huge cat person, but I enjoy them. My wife is a huge cat person. Possibly literally. Sometimes it's hard to tell. She's teaching the 2-year-old to speak in cat. My mouth doesn't work that way. Stop spying on me, Red Stag Doe. Basically, the reason I was late today is because the people at work said, here, do this 8-hour shift. You have your 5-hour day to do it in. Never noticed the boiling sound before. I gotta check that out. Where are these folks? Up.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up. Am I right?
Oh, I sent a firefight.
Who are you?
I'm Stash, your friendly traveling chem stealer. I don't mind the crew. They're just overprotective.
Sorry, not interested.
Your loss.
Hi.
Hope you're packing caps.
Excuse me.
I'm watching you.
Oh.
Quit being so paranoid.
Hey, this paranoia's what keeps us alive.
I think this might be the first time I've ever gotten this random encounter. I'm used to games like Skyrim where if you say no, they're like, well, now I have to kill you because you didn't, like, buy my drugs, so I can't trust you to not run to the authorities. Keep forgetting nobody cares here about drugs. Except maybe Kent from the Silver Shroud missions. He cares about drug dealers. So, assuming my hours don't change again, until my hours change again, which happens more often than I would like, I will be going to Friday nights, not Friday mornings. And when that happens, I will be able to have an exact set time to do these, because I won't have to wait until I get home from work and then possibly have to do some running around or blah 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 blah. So, as far as I know right now, as of Friday, next Friday, I will be starting at roughly 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. And I shouldn't have any excuses not to most of the time. I hear a robot. Robot. Oh, fudge monkeys. I did not want to start this mission now. Ada's gonna have everything dead by the time I get there. Eastern Standard Time. Missed on a 95%. Ouch. That didn't tickle at all. It's a very bouncy iBot. Okay. Where's that guy that splodified? I'll be lucky to sleep in till 9 a.m. I imagine I'm going to wake up when the wife takes the kids to the sitter. I hope to see you there. Oh, I understand. I don't hold it against you. My only issue with retirement is that I've known since high school that I wouldn't get to retire like the generation before me did. And I know it's not all sunshine and puppy dogs for them necessarily. It's just a commentary on the completely different systems that are in place these days as opposed to longer ago. Pensions aren't really a thing anymore. I keep getting screwed by 401ks. And that's really the only retirement thing that exists anymore. I actually had a 401k from a previous job. And one day, I moved on to a different job, so I was just letting it do its thing. And I actually got a letter from the company being like, hey, we lost most of your money in the stock market. So you're now below the thing. So you can either send us some more money to get us up to the minimum so we can lose that too. Or we'll just cut you a check because we don't want to deal with your pension, your 401k if it's too small of a number. So I couldn't afford to send them any money, so they ended up cutting me a check, and I lost half my pension to bad management by the financial company. And then I lost half of what was left of taxes because you can't take them out. I like close a pension or a 401k without paying taxes on it. So, yeah.
My friends did not survive the attack.
Poor
Thank you for
Ada.
assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
We're gonna do some saving on this because I want to make all the checks.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor.
Yeah,
But I
I
am
made it.
registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Who's Jackson?
Jackson was the leader of this caravan. He had a great mind for technology. In many ways, he is my creator. He installed all my current upgrades. Unfortunately, they were not enough to protect them from the robots.
You're upgraded?
Yes, modified using a robot workbench based on prototype schematics. The workbench allows for a wide range of robot modifications. Perhaps if I had more SentryBot-based defenses, I could have successfully defended my friends against those robots.
If only.
They must be targeting you for some reason.
Probability is high that I am part of that reason. Besides myself, Jackson also created Turing, Hertz, and Porter. Our built-in modifications would be desired pieces of salvage. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack was high. I should have forced our departure. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
Dun dun dun.
The Mechanist? Sounds ridiculous.
Perhaps, but the name does not change the level of threat. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
You want revenge, don't you?
I admit my goal is twofold. Stopping the Mechanist both protects the Commonwealth and allows me to avenge my
You're
fallen
talking about the
friends.
robots right here?
I won't rest until I see this threat dissolved. I owe it to them. Now, we last
The Mechanist
saw a group
is one of the
Mechanist
tougher
robots
fights
at
in the
General
game.
Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Yeah. Let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has valuable salvage. Chances are high the robots are still there.
In the meantime, you can help me with the railroad, because I'm still on my way to securing the church. You and your laser guns distracted me. Now, I think the last time I did the Mechanist fight, I died like 2 times while trying to get it done. Sometimes, I don't think the threat level of the robots is appropriate. I remember when we first got the thing, the expansion, that was a couple of characters ago. I tend to restart characters a lot. I'm trying really hard not to. But there was one of the robo brains that you're supposed to get for the Mechanist. Was one-shotting me when I was trying to, like, confront them. It took me probably a dozen tries coming at it from all angles, trying to snipe it, but of course not being a good enough, like, not doing enough damage with the snipe.
Targets in range. Let me have this one. That takes care of that.
I thought there was still... I don't think it does take care of that, Ada. Something still sees me. Something grumpy.
What the hell is that?
Sure you don't take them down.
I thought there was another raider there. What am I carrying? No. No way am I unloading that on Ada so I can move unencumbered. Hey, and check out the rest of the church. Well, generally, I will play along until I make Gage a happy little follower so I can get his perk. Then I kill all the raiders. Because I hate companions. But I like their perks. And even if it's a perk I'm not going to use, like Strong's, I still want to get it. Plus, I tend to like to play the sneaky snipey characters. And if you get far enough in the Nuka World DLC, you can, one of the perks that's available is, helps with, you have, I think, a silenced or a scoped weapon or something like that, maybe both. but the perk you get from the operators is very helpful to sneaky people. Okay. 9, 30, 10, 30, 11, 30, 12, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 30. Excuse me. Not sure if I need to be there at 6 or 8 or what. So. Doobie doobie doo. Loot this trash can. Oh yeah. I was watching a video the other day that very much liked Krognack's axe. Said it was just as fast as a combat knife. Maybe I've actually got to be at the little check mark for them to wander up. That's what it was.
Hi.
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This'll take some getting used to.
I know I need the strong back perk, but it'll take like 8 levels because I need a much higher strength. God, my strength is 3. You need a 6 for strong back. Yeah, you need a 6. And then you need 3 pips in that. Oh, wait a second. You need 4 points to be able to fast travel, so that's 7 levels. Just to get strong back.
And
So, I recognize the need for strong back, but it'll be a while.
H2 safe. Someone will be here shortly.
Hey, little man, Stockton!
Hey, H2.
From what I've been told, it's probably safer if I don't say anything. I don't want to put you in any more danger.
I appreciate the thought.
It's just that you guys are all, well, no one's ever stuck their neck out for me. I wanted to thank you.
I don't
This
remember what
world
I
is
put my high scores
overwhelming.
in for this character.
But people like you make me feel better about coming here.
I have a lot of questions, especially about the Institute.
That's precisely what Mr. Stockton said I shouldn't talk about. At all.
I'm sorry.
If I understand more about the Institute, I may be able to help you, and others, better.
Listen, I don't want to cause any of you any more trouble than I already have. So
No, I got you.
I'll just hold my tongue. Thanks again.
Strength is good as far as...
Easy there.
Don't shoot. Whisper, right? I heard about you. Walked the Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard.
I'm most
You joined the
concerned
team.
with agility and luck, intelligence. I like endurance just to get Aqua Girl.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
Right you are. Mine is in the shop. All good? Now, let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better. The other man, he said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more of them raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
More raiders? Not a problem.
You headquarter heavies mean business. We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home. A lot of sense fresh off the boat crashed there until we smuggled them out of the Commonwealth.
You do anything else there?
Most of what we do is look after the new guys. They usually got a million questions, so I try and answer as best I can. We got some of our own questions, too, about the Institute and whatnot. Agents sometimes drop by to lay low if the bad guys are on their tail. Never a dull moment. I'll lead the way.
Another good thing about strength is it, when you use a two-handed weapon like I tend to, it helps with the movement when you're aiming. I do, even though I don't care as much about charisma skills, I do get myself the local leader and the cap collector and all that so I can link my settlements. It's a good thing you're invulnerable, man.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Oh yeah, you need Scrapper and the one that lets you find more ammo. Not enough good things can be said about those ones. One that helps you find more caps is nice, but there comes a point fairly yearly in which I don't need caps. I rarely buy anything from the peoples. I have a rule where every transaction I engage in with a shopkeeper will I will not lose money in it. No, die, suicider. Fiber optics can be tough to keep. I tend to run out of steel and aluminum the most because I like to do the vault stuff for my settlements, and that uses a lot of steel and rubber. So I tend to run out of those, and if you're gonna do improvements on your weapons or use the robot workbench, then you're gonna use a lot of aluminum. And I like to dress my people snazzy, so once I get that far with the railroad, you need your ballistic fiber. So my go-tos tend to be Cleo and Good Neighbor, and pick up ballistic fiber if I can afford it, and Arturo in Diamond City to get aluminum. And if I can afford it, I will always buy the ammo that I use the most of as well. Which right now means 45s, but as soon as I have enough gun nut perkage to upgrade this thing to use 308s, I'll never buy another 45 piece again. How did your leg get all the way over here? Well, that's what I've got right now. But once I can afford the 308 upgrade, I'll get that. But I think that requires all 4 pips in gun nut, or to find one that's been converted and swap them out. I think we're home free as far as getting H222 to the Ticonderoga safe house. It is a good way to make some of your companions happy. A few of them love it when you upgrade stuff. The thing is I'll have 1 or 2 guns that I've upgraded as far as I can, and then I'll never use the skill again. That's how it goes for me.
Hey, high rise.
And we're here, all in the night's work for you agent types.
So, is this a normal operation?
More than I'd like. Sometimes I can sneak our friends through all by my lonesome. But other times, it's like the damn Raiders are holding a convention. Working with you made it a whole lot easier. If you ever need grub, bullets, or just a power nap, take the elevator up to Tycon. My house is yours. But right now, I need to take care of H2. Later.
I would really like to loot Ticonderoga, but since I'm moving so slow right now, I think I will dump some loot first. I think I'll just hop on over to Penguin's Alley. There are some fun mods out there. It's no good for combat, but if you can get yourself a Gauss rifle, it does ballistic damage, so your rifleman perk and stuff will help with it. And that does some of the most damage in the game. And then, there's a perk for, not a perk, an attachment you can get for a, Batman. Which is called a Merv, and it will do ridiculous amounts of damage. Because what it does is it basically turns your Batman into a scatter shot, so you can get Big Boy from Arturo, which is a unique variant. And then, you put the Merv attachment on it, and for each trigger pull, you use one mini nuke, and you fire, like 6 go out. You shoot one, 6 end up on the target. Which, you can guess how well that goes for the enemy. I've seen like videos and stuff online of people who've done it, and it's like, it really hurts the range, so you have to point it high up, but you point it high up and you pull the trigger and it splits apart in the air and 6 mini nukes rain down on the guy you're trying to kill. It's not something I would use very often, but it would be fun to play with occasionally. I think Deadly sounds better. Pachoo! Oh, you're kidding me. That's just no fair.
When you turn up, you're dead.
We may have an advantage.
You don't need a mod for a portable cannon. You can get the broadsider when you help with the USS Constitution, which is a portable naval cannon that's like a normal main game weapon. I don't even think... I was afraid that was gonna happen. I don't even think the, it's called the broadsider is the unique variant. I'm not sure if there's a non-unique one. Oh, okay. I understand if you get yourself a harpoon gun, it can pin limbs to walls just like the railway cannon. And then,
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
so you pin the people to the walls like you do with the railway cannon, and if you get a critical hit, and the camera follows the bullet like it does sometimes, then it'll actually, like, you can watch once it attaches to the head, it still follows the bullet, or arm, or leg, or whatever. Hey, pretty lady. So with that, you'll be able to follow the detached limb as it pins itself on the building or whatever, which sounds like a lot of fun, let's be honest. I sent you a text. You must not have gotten it. I helped H222 get to... Oh, I'm at Ticonderoga Safe House. Farther than I thought. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm a terrible sayer. I just took out, got H222 to Ticonderoga Safe House, and I'm on my way to,
Maybe I can carry some of that for you.
Wouldn't help, Ada. You're useless. I'm on my way to Hangman's Alley to drop stuff so I can move again. And on my way to Ticonderoga, I activated the mechanist, so I've got Ada following me around for the moment. And she is a terrible sneaker. Somebody blew me up with a grenade. I had all these people cleared out. I even killed the last one who threw the grenade, but I couldn't move away from the grenade fast enough and I lost a leg. It was very sad. You know, I've never seen any Game of Thrones. You don't have cable. So no Game of Thrones for us. But I did hear a thing on the radio talking about the new season starting. The reviewer was concerned that Game of Thrones was starting to be more of a hero story, so they weren't sure how well it was going to work with the basically the rest of the story that's been told. I'd be surprised, dear. Although maybe through Celebrate the Odd, you do have quite a few followers. I'd give you some money, but all it would do would be to add in a service fee. Alright, have a good day, sir. Enjoy yourself. Don't work too hard. I miss my silencer.
We may have an enemy nearby. Well done, man.
That's the last time I did this, dear. I literally killed the last person, and they threw the grenade while my bullet was going to them, and the grenade blew my leg off, literally. Like, they were already dead before I died, and they still managed to kill me because they're poopy-headed jerk faces. It's no fun being low level when you're used to being a high level. I have to actually use my stim packs. It's crazy.
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna change something because I'm like, I bet Ada would like that. But you know what? Ada doesn't like anything, so I don't care what Ada wants. I don't get blown up quite as much as you most of the time. You should bring some painkillers to work with you and keep them in your desk. Sorry. Painkillers. You said you had a headache today. Four mini nukes? They were getting ready for a party. Okay, that's alright then. I'll allow it. Moving very slowly. Moving slowly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to I'm not gonna make it to Hangman's Alley. I might go to Hangman's Alley just to, even if it puts me over a little bit. And then just dump stuff at the beginning of next game. So tired. Couldn't sleep last night. It's already 75 degrees. You're lucky, Ada. Barely got on there. Hello, dead person. Do you have a nice gun for me? Nope. But you do have a boss chest for me. Alright. Bye, Ada. Catch up. Probably shouldn't risk that. Alright, back to the grindstone. Both of these. That's fine. Just hit me up if you want to say something. I'll only say something if something occurs to me. I looked for Dark Phase, and I am 7 levels away from being able to fast travel while encumbered. If I do nothing else with my levels, it's going to take me 7 levels of dedicated work to get to be able to fast travel while encumbered. Thought I heard someone.
Find anything useful?
Me. Must be one of those cargo buses. What do you want for dinner tonight? Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me forever. Excuse me. Excuse me. Many excuse me's. Ooh. And the computer said let there be light.
I've got nothing. Careful, ma'am. I don't think we'll move.
I guess I'll loot the boat on my way. Pick up some sweet Raider power armor. Okay, so I killed at least 3 people on here that I have to find and loot.
What the? Hey, who's there?
Ain't nobody here but us chickens.
At least it sure as hell looks that way. Someone there?
Nope. Just imagining it. Did you fall in the water?
What the hell was that?
I love you too, pretty lady.
Trip on yourself.
Okay, what's the deal with the chickens?
Hearing shit.
That didn't tickle at all. Oh, nobody here but us chickens. I got it. Very tricky. Land. Alright, this will make it more incognito for you.
There we go.
Tiger counter in my hand. I'm gonna take me swimming land.
That was Uranium Fever by, oh man, by Elton Britt. Yes, right, so, right there. Here's a thing, a sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. John and Kathy's Super Salon invites you to try out the latest innovations in hairstyles. Look good. Make people jealous. Oh. This is Johnny Mercer singing about personality. If you got it, you should appreciate it, because it's not necessarily common. Johnny Mercer.
Got it.
Song almost sounds a little cynical. I have no idea what happened to Ada.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Are you invisible or did you fall in? You're like down there somewhere. Light, some rain must fall. Too much is falling in mine. Alright, kids. We reached the end of today's session. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I hope you do it again. Fare thee well.